Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field.
It's been about 2 months, bro. That one ain't been on again.
We're set,
I swear.
as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, no, I ain't going to get on that shit.
Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Yes,
this will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Nah, he work on the boat. He changed his whole life around, man, and started doing good, man. Yeah, and they they poured it out somewhere, and nigga shit went left. Real rap. Yo. Yeah. About 19 trip. Oh shit. But you know the crazy part about all that is, bro? It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it was like, it happened on like some, we didn't expect it, but like, damn.
That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron.
Yeah.
Good for only a couple, it brings up third down.
Yeah.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be 100, bro.
Can you do it?
Cherish every moment.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't.
Yes, sir.
That is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
I know. Nigga, I know you know you my dog. I ain't gonna never be my dog. Yeah, I just ain't been on in a minute.
For themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself.
Oh yeah, I just ain't. The reason I ain't been on, bro, it's been a minute, because I was like, man, I had to step back, because a lot of niggas on the game and they talk crazy, dog. And I'm right now, the mind state I'm in, bro. I'm on that type of time. Like, nigga, I come see you. Like, this time right now, you don't want to.
You give yourself the best chance to win.
Yeah.
Around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Man, I be on Instagram, and I be tagging the nigga. Right? And I was trying to tell him who I was, because I think he forgot, because I think I changed my name. Tell the nigga add me back. Nigga ain't never hit me up. I said, I'm gonna find this nigga when I get on the game. I'm gonna find this nigga and I'm gonna tell him, nigga, it's me, nigga, Elite.
And send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
It's JT.
Get across the 20 before he's brought down.
Hold up, I'm about to go to it, because I just changed it, bro. Because I'm gonna be 100 though. What's your name? Damn, I forgot his name already. What the fuck is it? H-Town, yeah. Niggas was posting all on Instagram, bro, and I'm like, bro, stop doing that, bro. Like I don't want to see that. So I just shut down my whole social media for a minute. It's JT.
It's a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Oh yeah.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Alert.
Facts.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be marked down.
Hey, Hog, I'm going to send it to you in the DM, bro.
The reception good for 7.
So,
it's third down.
Add me back, nigga. You know, the Hollywood. I'm fucking with you. Nah, I'm messing with you.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson.
Oh, man.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game.
I already know. And that's the thing, bro. The reason I said it, like, so, you know.
Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Yeah, see, the thing is, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. For a long time, my brother it was like him fighting things in his head, like, because, you know, my brother got shot for it, like, you know. And, yeah, and he was, you know, sleeping and shit. He couldn't sleep, so I told him, I said, bro, one thing you got to do, bro, just take a step back from everything, like the game, all that, like, don't worry about it.
And they can't bring him down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Yeah.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, say, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They go with Chubb on second down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hey, check this out.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt.
Check this out. You remember I told you for so long, remember I told you, A-Sound, I'm good on that, and I kept saying I'm good on that. Now, mind you, Pierre my dog, but one thing I do know and two things for sure. Nigga, I know you're not better than me, and a lot of niggas on this game know I'm one of the top players in this goddamn man, and I just don't do all that, sitting up here arguing with you back and forth. I'm different, bro. I ain't gonna do all that. I'm just, you know, you got it. But when he told me that junk, talking about, look, he gonna tell, remember he told me to my son, bro, you lame because you don't want to join. I said, no, it's the reason why I don't join, and I just ain't put it out there yet. There it is. They gonna find out. Remember I kept saying, they gonna find out. But you keep doing what you're doing.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to.
And that's why, listen, that's why I will never, listen, I can't ride with you in the league. I can't say that's my nigga, because then guess what? When they see you cheat, they think I cheat. No, nigga.
Having a great game. You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I broadcast it. He'll say his broadcast down, and then I bet he did a lot of this. He quit a lot of games, didn't he?
Stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie.
I'm already knowing. Hey, I'm on the phone, though, but I can hear you. Just you keep talking, I can hear you, though. You feel me? You good.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I was just saying that in my head.
And if they use their eyes well,
and all my dog, but I heard that in my head.
Just as what we saw,
I heard it in my head. I was thinking, little baby.
And take it the other way.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Right back to Conner here on 1st. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number.
On that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mm-hmm.
180. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hurry, hurry. Run.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
We got this.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Chubb. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Chubb on the counter. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Alert! Alert! I hope you brought your left, because
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
General West. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Jump back.
On first down, it's Samuels. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Like 20. Hey, pick your game up. Here we go, here we go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Jack 16.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Check the backer, check the backer.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey, high 7. Hurry.
Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Let's go.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. First down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Shedding through the defense. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You got it.
A 6-yard pickup.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Hey, watch this. Watch this.
Hey, alert 33.
50 to Mike.
Hey, alert. Hey, Orbit. Hurry.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Hey, alert. Regular.
Mayfield now from the 50. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. The 20. There he goes, right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
180.
Max 50. Come, baby.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
180.
Mayfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mark 30. Hey, here we go. Shoot. Watch the shoot.
He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll try again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Landry now on the return. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Freddie Kitchens going to push the envelope. His guys will go on 4th down. going for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On the carry, it's Chubb, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Browns on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Shoot.
Real. Bravo.
Check. Mike 50, Mike 50. That's right, baby, they don't want it. Mike's 50.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check curls.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. 3 down.
Hey, alert.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chubb. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 43. Tight. Regular. Check 50. Check 50. Shift. Kill. Watch the safety creep.
They run. Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We want it. Come to my work. Wide. Get wide.
A give. This is Chubb. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Unable to corral him. He fights through. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And he'll give it here to his running back. And bulldozing his way through. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.